Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would sit down and do another video for you guys and gals. Let me get a sip of my water first. My beautiful radio voice going. Yes, you can see the top of my head. I scraped it on a barbell yesterday. It happens. Warming up on those reverse grip bench presses. But let's get over to this video. All right, April 1st came and we saw tons and tons of silly fitness related posts all over all the different influencers, social media, and everyone was skeptical. Obviously they're like, oh, it's April 1st, we got to be skeptical of everything they say. We need to use critical thinking and not take any of it too seriously without evidence. So people did, right? Just assume it's nonsense. Why don't people do that the rest of the year? How many of these silly, stupid, ridiculous, idiotic fads would die out if everyone treated the nutrition info that they got like that all year long? So, how about when you had some experts get up and start saying, vegetables are bad for you. We know that there's dozens of meta-analysis showing that vegetable intake is positively linked with longevity, lower cancer rates, lower cardiovascular disease, lower diabetes, all these things that kill us, right? Even lower obesity, lower oxidative stress. We know all that's true, but we've decided, because of whatever reason, some anti-nutrients. A few people, because they have eaten like garbage, they can't handle the fiber now, and they're not properly reintroducing vegetables appropriately with different low FODMAP strategies. They're just ignoring all the good stuff, and because they're having IBS, and because there's anti-nutrients in there, vegetables are bad for you. I mean, the headline alone, at any fitness expert on April 1st had said, I think vegetables might be harming you. Vegetables are poisonous. Right? Everyone would have laughed and said, April Fools. Oh, only an idiot would believe that. Because it's true, only an idiot would believe that. But there's at least 1 million of them out there. They're running around right now all over posts evangelizing this. In my comments, everyone else's comments talking about carnivore diet. Vegetables are bad for you. Humans are meant to eat only red meat. That's what we lived on. They don't even bother to open an anthropology book. They don't even realize none of that's even true. Homo sapien, our species, never lived predominantly on red meat. Our species, Homo sapien, were never super carnivores, and they all ate plants. Their diet was mostly plant-based with some animal protein all throughout the documented humanity. But here's the thing. They just ignore all of that and just say, it's what we're supposed to eat. And then, yep, butter is good for you. All these medical doctors, all these experts, even the people in the metabolic ward, all the people who've looked at all the studies they've been doing, they're just wrong. Turns out the stuff that we all thought was bad for you is good for you. You're supposed to be eating saturated fat and lots of salt. No vegetables, no fiber. In fact, if you're only eating meat, you don't even need fiber. They just disregard all the data on fiber, all the data on gut flora, gut health. Right? It would sound like an April Fool's. If someone did that on April the 1st, everyone would be laughing, oh, that's so stupid. But then when they do it outside of that, there are people who buy into it. Maybe they're right. Maybe all the researchers are wrong. Maybe all these medical experts, all these years of studies, they're wrong. And they actually want to harm your health anyways. I mean, it's ridiculous. It should be an April Fool. And that's really where we are, isn't it? How about the flexible dieting people? Just hit your macros. It's really about how many grams of carb, fat, and protein you reach. Except those calories in and calories out aren't equal, are they? Different types of carbohydrates. We don't even process it the same. They don't have the same thermic effect. They don't have the same effects in the body. They don't have the same effect on energy out. A carbohydrate is not a carbohydrate. Yes, a calorie is a calorie, but the calories we take in affect the calories out. This is supported by the data. Yet these people, that's all you have to do, is fine. And in fact, these same clowns, Back, if you don't eat 20% of your food is junk food, it's garbage junk food. If you don't, then you have an eating disorder. Wait, hold up. So you're telling me that we would all have an eating disorder if these foods didn't exist? Is that what you're saying? That we have to eat them? In fact, they're like, you have to eat them to be happy. Everything in moderation. Does that include alcohol? Alcohol in moderation is rejected. But these same people, we're evidence-based. But they just completely reject everything the World Health Organization has said, everything the FDA says, everything the American Heart Association says. They ignore all of that. They ignore the actual experts and scientists who say, you shouldn't be drinking alcohol. No, there's no safe amount. Even in moderation, it's still harmful. That's what the leading experts around the world say. But in moderation, just count it into your macros, count it in your calories. It'll be fine. No problems. Same thing like, table sugar, saturated fat, all of it. Just as long as it hits your macros, you're good. Really, because in the lab, repeatedly, we show that different types of fats have different effects in the body. Different types of fat cause you to burn fat at different rates. Different types of fat store in the liver and cause a fatty liver at different rates. Different types of fat cause insulin resistance at different rates. Some of them help improve insulin sensitivity. Some create insulin resistance. They're not all the same. Okay, that is a nonsense argument. So, we're talking purely from body composition, not from health. We're not saying you won't get cancer or heart disease from our advice. We're just saying, you can get your body composition goals, except that it still affects the long-term calories out. It's not true. Why don't people regard all of this with the same degree of skepticism? Because a guy with abs tells you that it's okay? So as long as the guy has nice abs who's telling you whatever crazy, ridiculous, anti-scientific nonsense, as long as it's any other day, so if it's on April the 2nd, everyone will fall for it. So on April the 3rd, everyone will fall for it. He just can't say it on April the 1st, because if he did, everyone would realize how stupid it is. Think of all those things. Yet someone got up and says, vegetables are bad for you. They're poisonous. And all the researchers and doctors and nutrition experts are wrong. They said that on April 1st, everyone would be laughing, April Fools, what a stupid statement. Because it would be a stupid statement. Just count your macros is really just about how all the grams of carbs pretty much are the same for body composition. To the fat type, it's all the same for body composition. They got up and said that on April 1st, everyone would be like, oh, what an idiot, April Fools. Because it would be stupid. But when they say it on April the 2nd or April the 3rd, well, he's got really nice abs. Well, he's got an MD, even though he lost his license to do medicine, right? The board pulled his license to practice medicine for a while. He does have an MD. Even though he disagrees with all the other doctors, he's got an MD, and I'm going to listen to this stupidity. Jesus Christ, people. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.